General or what?
Shop.
I was eating the buffet, the new buffet they have at the strip club over there on Highway 50.
Right. There was Santa Claus tipping fives to the dancers. Hey, for what it's worth, a friend sent that story about the bum fires that we were talking about last hour.
Right.
He said, hey, this isn't the Babylon Bee or the Onion. This is for real. And they're talking about to prevent all the bum fires, they're going to have new regulations for the bums. Create a 25-foot clearance area around the fire.
Oh, okay.
I'm a junkie. I'm not big
Why are
on
people
following rules.
going around like they're not
and they're
supposed
going
to
to give
do
them
that
fire
at all?
extinguishers, which they won't immediately sell
Highly
for drugs.
illegal and dangerous.
Good gracious.
There's another one, and another one. We're so stupid up here. I hate this part of the Bay Area. They're the worst drivers around.
From the Abraham Lincoln Radio Studio
A lot of them
George
are
Washington Broadcast
rich and
Center.
snobby.
Jack Armstrong and Joe
Think
Getty.
a
Armstrong
lot
and
of them
Getty
apply
Show.
to them.
Have I ever been this ashamed? Probably. For show-related material? Not sure.
Yeah, we've done so many things to be ashamed of.
We have back in the day. I thought we had moved beyond this sort of thing.
I think it's important to know what our representatives are saying and doing on the world stage.
So this is going to be John Kerry. He's the climate czar, which we don't need to have, with his Botoxed face, over at the big climate conference saying something. Here we go.
I find myself getting more and more militant because I do not understand how adults who are in positions of responsibility can be avoiding responsibility for taking away those things that are killing people on a daily basis. And the reality is that...
All right.
There's kind of masked behind his words there.
So would you children like to fill in what happened there? And then we'll get to grown-ups.
Well, evidently, the climate czar's militancy was emerged from his rear end as he broke wind upon the world stage. Rather loudly and aggressively. Shocking.
So we're playing a clip of an old man flatulating. That's what we do now?
Again, representing me, the taxpayer, on the world stage. Shocking and outrageous.
Do we have just the ending of that? Or we hear that again? All right, let's hear it again.
I find myself getting more and more militant because I do not understand how adults who are in positions of responsibility can be avoiding responsibility for taking away those things that are killing people on a daily basis. And the reality is that...
sounded like somebody blew a trombone there. Wow, the force of it. Did it lift him off his seat?
Well, his face is so Botoxed, the air can't get out of him through his face anymore.
The great John Kerry.
those things that are killing people on a daily basis.
Seriously. So this segment of the podcast, just label the Getty Show, because I don't want my name on it. I have standards, as anyone who's listened through the years would know.
The great Abraham Lincoln once said, if it were not for laughter, I think I would surely go mad.
That's pretty good.
And if in these serious times, John Kerry's Heine can entertain us and bring us together, I celebrate that Heine, and I'm thankful for it.
Yes, Katie?
Because I'm new, but you seem unnaturally irritated by the fart thing.
I did not say that word. Are you unaware of that?
I'm not in on this
To
joke.
me, that's not a joke. To me, that is the F word. I've never said it, and I never will. It's disgusting.
Speaking of
What hurt
militancy,
you?
yes, Katie.
I have never flatulated.
Oh, gee, okay. All right. Have a good show. Bye. Yeah, okay.
Once he did as a child, and his parents made him stand outside in the snow for 11 hours. And since then, no, your parents would never do that. They're lovely folks. So, Katie, yes, he's a complex onion of a fellow, isn't he, Katie? Many layers.
Fascinating.
Many layers.
And I don't.
All right, moving along.
And, okay, nobody believes me on that, even though it's true. But that aside, Katie, you don't know this. I don't understand why anybody thinks it's funny. Why is flatulation funny? I don't get it. I don't get the humor. I've never understood why that's funny.
You need help. You really do.
This is deeper than we have time for.
Yeah. No kidding. This is going to take some serious couch time.
When I read Don Quixote several years back, Cervantes, 1600, it was so disappointing to me, the flatulation humor in that book. I thought, this is a classic of literature. So much flatulation.
Well, either you or Cervantes is wrong. Let's see now. Let's consider the possibilities.
Well, okay,
Again,
well, explain to me.
Did one hurt you? Katie, you're priceless.
Explain to me where the humor lies.
No. No, I will not.
Is burping
I will
funny?
not waste. Yeah, it can be.
Is an earache funny? I'm just trying to figure out what things are...
An earache.
Well, I'm just trying to come up with comparisons. What other things about the human body that are unpleasant but natural are, for some reason, funny?
Body noises is our category. And yes, virtually every body noise is funny. Maybe not the death rattle.
Thanks for making that exception. The
But the
loud
loud-
is not funny.
The loud blowing of a schnoz, funny.
Really? Okay, so there's a good one. Blowing your nose is funny. See, I don't find humor.
Well, if somebody blows it in a loud and horn-like manner, like I do, because I have a deviated septum, and it takes a number of cubic inches per second to clear mine. Anyway, so I will not dignify this. I mean, again, I know the insurance plan that we have, it covers mental health care, and your terror at flatulence needs to be examined.
Maybe an example of this being in a different way would be like me and a lot of people find somebody cracking their shin on a coffee table funny, but you do not.
No, unless there are other aspects of it. Yeah, just another person's pain is not amusing to me.
Okay.
Because I am compassionate.
But the natural expulsion of gases is, for some reason...
Can be. Hilarious.
Okay.
Especially when a pompous old man is on the world stage lecturing everybody, and he lets go a horn blast out of his
Those things that are killing people on a daily basis.
That's funny. That is damned funny.
Sorry?
You know what else is funny is Cory Bush, the woke squad member rep from St. Louis, who is so self-serious and such a ultra-progressive critical race theory spouting nut job. Evidently, she tweeted Friday on the 68th anniversary of Rosa Parks' act of defiance, civil rights landmark moment, when she refused to go to the back seat of the bus, famously, Montgomery, Alabama. So she tweets, people always said that I didn't give up, this is a quote from Rosa Parks, people always said that I didn't give up my seat because I was tired, but that isn't true. No, the only tired I was tired of giving in, which is fabulous quote from the great Rosa Parks. Cory Bush says, 68 years ago, Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus. We must continue to refuse to give in our fight for liberation. And the responses have been hilarious from all sorts of quarters. You're fighting a fight that was won 68 years ago. Why don't you deal with today's problems for your constituents? Another asked, what rights don't you have?
Good one.
Another said, liberation from what? I like this one. Honoring the past is admirable, while failing to honor progress made by one's predecessors is not.
Yeah, that's what Obama said in that one speech he gave. I like that stuff about people not recognizing progress that has been made.
Well, it discredits the very people you're claiming to worship.
Yeah,
for one.
yeah.
Very brave, Rosa Parks. Very brave, Martin Luther King. But there hasn't been an inch of progress, and that's why I must be your hero. Good Lord. As somebody said, asinine and narcissistic. Let's see. You're fighting a fight that was won 68 years ago. Why don't you deal with today's problems for your constituents? Oh, I did that one already. And then I like this one. Congresswoman, please focus on crime reduction in St. Louis. Thank you, Max, voter. No kidding, crime running rampant in St. Louis. Let's see, a couple more. You ain't no Rosa Parks. Yeah, so oppressed she gets fawning, drooling coverage from the groupies in our media. Continue fighting for murderers, rapists, and kidnappers. Rosa Parks would be ashamed of you. That's a reference to her support for Hamas in the current battle.
So we still have people coming across the border at record numbers?
Oh, we do. From every nation in the world, Jack, including our sworn enemies.
Gets very little media attention. We have been attacked by Iran, going on 80 times? With very little pushback? That's exciting. There are a number of exciting
Can you
things going
imagine
on
China, for instance, letting 75,000 Americans come in and just letting us scatter to the four winds, including intelligence agents? No country would ever be that stupid. It's almost impossible to imagine that level of stupidity in any sovereign nation.
Yeah. Anyway, lots on the way, and our text line 415-295-KFTC.
Armstrong and Getty.
All this is enough to make you want to jump in your brand new, beautiful RV from Best RV Center and head to the hills. Come in with nature for a while. Leave these stinking humans behind. And this is a great time to go to Best RV Center, too. The 2023 liquidation sale is on. They literally have to sell all the 2023s to make room.
Yeah, like Joe said, what are they going to do? Start stacking them on top of each other? That'd be a lot of work. So sell them. Mark them way down until you can get them sold. But right now, all inventory 50% below MSRP, which means thousands of dollars below cost. Clearing out the 2023 models. Everything must go at the #1 RV dealer in the entire state of California.
Maybe you're a big old rich boy. You got tons of money for a luxurious motorhome. Great, good for you. Enjoy it from Best RV. They also have very affordable travel trailers, tent campers, toy haulers, fifth wheels, every floor plan you can think of for every size family or outing that you have planned. And they're nice folks, too. Never any hidden fees at Best RV Center. Go to bestrv.com and click around. It's a good website, bestrv.com.
Christina Martinez here. The ongoing health epidemic in California continues to overwhelm the behavioral health workforce, which impacts the delivery of mental health services. With half of our children and adolescents struggling with varying degrees of mental health challenges, getting proper support has become more difficult than ever. But that's about to change. California is leading the way with the certified wellness coach profession to support schools and communities alike. It's time to spread the wellness. Sponsored by California Department of Healthcare Access and Information.
All right, folks, let's have a serious talk about your personal safety. Do you have a security plan? What if somebody breaks into your house, your business, whatever, and they want to bring harm to you and your family? Now, you know I'm a big Second Amendment proponent. Well, I've also found a non-lethal self-defense weapon that I happen to love. It's called Burner, B-Y-R-N-A, burner.com/Hannity. And, for example, Burner, you can buy their pistols. It's legal in all 50 states, no permits, no background checks needed. By the way, the 12-gauge less lethal shotgun round, by Burner, you put it in your own shotgun, your own 12-gauge. It cannot be shipped, by the way, in this case, to a handful of states. So you got to check with their laws. Linda, how good did I look on the video?
First of all, I loved how you cleared the house. I love the mission for, and the video is up on Hannity.com. It's on burner.com/Hannity.
By the way, I think the video now is me with my own shotgun. Just go to burner, BYRNA.com/Hannity, HANNITY.
Got a drain that's clogged up? Or maybe a toilet? Or a faucet that just won't quit leaking? Kenny and Jerry are here from Bell Brothers, and we want you to know that it does make a difference which plumber you call. At Bell Brothers, we respect your time by showing up when we say we'll be there. Our technicians are all background checked and drug tested, and will greet you with a smile. They're trained to do the job right the first time, and they carry over 1,000 parts on their trucks, so they won't have to order something and then come back later. They leave the work area cleaner than they found it, and your final bill will be the same as they quoted. That's why they call us the No Surprise Guys. So if you need a plumber, it does make a difference who you call. Call Bell Brothers. Our number is 916-444-1234, or find us online at theNoSurpriseGuys.com. That's 916-444-1234, or find us online at theNoSurpriseGuys.com.
Is credit card debt ruining your life? Did you know you have a right to settle that debt for much less than you owe? Debt Blue has helped people just like you resolve millions of dollars of high-interest credit card debt.
They can help with payment relief, the burden of rising inflation, and have a large portion of your debt wiped clean. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, a free 10-minute phone call could save you thousands. Discover how to reduce or completely resolve your credit card debt. In fact, we're so sure that we can reduce your debt that we offer the Debt Blue Success Guarantee. We don't get paid unless your debt gets reduced or resolved, so there's absolutely no risk to call. For your free debt resolution plan, call 800-375-1158. That's 800-375-1158. The call is free. The consultation is free. The more you owe, the more you can save. Call now. 800-375-1158. 800-375-1158.
Guys, are you tired of being tired? Frustrated because it seems impossible to lose belly fat? If you're looking for a solution, then listen to Mark.
I had fantastic results with the Andro 400 Max. Probably lost 35 pounds, and more impressive than that was the inches I lost off of my belly and my waist. And the increased energy is fantastic. I'll be totally honest, I tried a different product, and I wasn't happy with the different product. You guys are considerably cheaper than the other brand, and I can really difference.
Andro 400 Max, the extra strength all-natural testosterone booster. The safe, easy, and affordable way to gain energy and lose stubborn belly fat. Satisfaction guaranteed for your money back. Feel and look like a new man. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Congratulations to our newest United States citizen.
The number of immigrants, both legal and illegal, living in the United States is at record levels. More than 15% of the U.S. population now foreign-born, according to an assessment of monthly census data done by the right-leaning think tank Center for Immigration Studies, a group which advocates for less immigration.
We're in uncharted territory on immigration.
The organization says it's seen a noticeable increase in the foreign-born population since President Biden took office, up 4.5 million people. Biden critics say easing of COVID-era policies like Title 42 and lax southern border security standards are partially to blame.
Boy, that's pretty interesting. Is that true? Do we have the highest percentage of foreign-born citizens in our nation's history?
Mm-hmm. Isn't that
Wow, there's an undiscussed. Then that's not. Yeah, that's amazing. Legally, we do, and illegally.
Oh, yeah, total.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Do we want 1 out of every 6 2/3 American to be foreign-born?
That should be a conversation. And so anybody making the whole we're a nation of immigrants argument, not like we've never done this before.
Well, and when we were quote-unquote in our golden era of immigration, the way people like to picture it, we were incredibly strict and careful about who came in with what resources.
And didn't have a social safety net that put everybody on the hook for any human being that got into the country.
Oh, yeah. We had a fractional social safety net, and it was specifically required that you could show that you could support yourself and would not become a ward of the state. Well, that's a nation of immigrants.
I was moving into the fact that there's a debate tomorrow night and Trump and all that sort of stuff, and I wanted to play that because just like in 2016, if Trump gets reelected, this will be a really big part of the reason. And I'm surprised he's not just hammering this over and over and over again. Because I think there's lots of people on the right and a whole bunch of people on the left that say, maybe I hate you, but I agree with you on that, on the whole immigration thing. He should just hammer the economy and immigration over and over and over again. Nothing else. But anyway, so latest Real Clear Politics average of all your major polls. This is nationally. He's up by a lot in the states. The first states, not this much, but nationally, he's up 61. He's got 61% in a crowded field, which is amazing. Then it's DeSantis at 13, Haley at 10. Everybody else doesn't even add up to 40%. So it's just amazing.
I like so many believe another Trump presidency could be very, very spicy indeed.
I don't know if I think he just wants to get reelected so he's a two-term president. I don't know if he's going to do anything as a two-term president.
Oh, I think he will.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not talking about your apocalyptic New York Times, Washington